Much like the TSV, they are cult followed and beloved. I think you guys make the best brushes in the business, and normally at retail you're buying them separate. You are buying them in any store or on itcosmetics.com separately. They're never included in collections like this, which is a huge value because in this case, this French boutique blush brush won an Allure magazine award for best blush brush. This brush on its own is $34. For $2 and change more, you're getting these two products. This is their #1 best-selling shade of lip. It's called Sais Quoi. It doesn't look like a shade, but when it hits your lips and moisturizes and hydrates, it will turn the juiciest, plumpiest pinks of shades. That is married with this, the Sais Quoi version of Ombre Blush. These three pieces, event priced, though they are worth over $80 until the event is over, actually are $36 and change. Great auto delivery opportunity, but first, Des, oh my gosh. I mean, for starters, Janessa, I believe, is where we're gonna start. That's a lipstick, lip tint, whatever you want to call it, that's been on Good Morning America and Shape Beauty magazine, and wow, and it's so funny because it doesn't look like color, but it is.
Right, and that's the thing, is that this is the perfect shade of pink for every single person, every single skin tone. It doesn't matter what color your hair is. Janessa is our #1 selling shade, and it's really just that perfect pink that adds that beautiful flush of pink to your cheeks with the beautiful ombre blush, and of course, our first ever lip treatment, the Janessa Color Awakening Lip Treatment. So I know it looks clear, just like Sean was saying, but look at how it flushes to the softest, most beautiful, hydrating shade of pink on your lips. And I also put the blush right next to it so that you can see how soft they translate when you put them onto your skin. And of course, that brush is custom cut to do all the work for you. Specifically for the cheek area, you see how it's cut at an angle like that? That's to hug the contours and the apples of your cheeks. So if you are tired of blush that streaks or that gets caught, or maybe you're just like, I'm not sure where to put it, this brush does all the work for you. All you do is smile, and it just imparts the most beautiful flush of color to your cheeks.
All right, we're gonna go to Helen. I just wanna say this is a collection, of course, over $80 in worth, but really until the event is over, 36 and change in the price you're paying. That's good for all skin types.
Yes.
But I really wanna tackle this idea of Janessa Quoi and also this #1 best-selling shade that you guys started in the lip and then moved into a blush, and it's an ombre palette, so we're gonna need some pointers on how to use it.
Okay, so now the first thing you're gonna notice when you see Helen is just the soft, beautiful flush of color. But like Sean was saying, you see how it ombres from that matte shade all the way to a soft radiance? That's what this is. It starts its life as your matte blush and ombres into the perfect shade of highlight. So you can use it as a matte blush, or you can swirl it together and get the most beautiful, luminous pop of color to your cheeks. And if you ask Helen, the secret to the universe, the secret to youth is blush.
True.
When you have that bright, flush, naturally pretty pop of color to your cheeks, it brightens your complexion. It brightens your entire skin tone, your hair, everything comes alive. And of course, you see how that soft, soft kiss of pink on her lips? That's the Janessa Color Awakening Lip Treatment.
So, I've been talking a lot about, over the past few hours, the royal wedding, and I do feel like the makeup execution that you see in those kind of beautiful royal walk down the aisles, from Diana to Kate to probably Meghan tomorrow, is this idea of that flushed, lovely, beautiful, really always youthful glow.
Yeah.
It's not overly done. It's not overly painted on. And in this case, as you look at Leah, when you look at her cheeks, granted the lips look juicy and pouty, but when you look at her cheeks, you are not only looking at the #1 thing we lose as we age, and that's the glow, that vibrance in our cheeks, aka color. But you've brought us a universal shade for anyone to use in returning it, which I find really hard because most people have to choose a blush shade and they don't even know where to go on that spectrum.
Right, because you don't know, am I supposed to get a peach? Am I supposed to go with plum?
Correct.
We took all the guesswork out of it, and you can see how even though Leah was getting her coverage from the Today's Special Value, the medium shade of the Bye Bye Foundation, this is the perfect complement to add that light life and that color back to your skin. Just like Sean said, we lose that color to our cheeks as we age. We lose the color to our lips as we age. This is how you get it back in a naturally pretty way that's also treatment. So you notice as Sheila's applying the Janessa Quoi blush, she has a tan skin tone, but whether you have fair skin all the way to the richest, deepest skin tone, this will work for you. It is the softest, most beautiful, flattering shade of soft pink. And on your lips, when you apply the Janessa Quoi Color Awakening Lip Treatment, it is our first ever lip treatment. So it's treating your lips to instant hydration. It's treating your lips to shea butter, jojoba, there's peptides and collagen. You never have to worry about it feeling like waxy. There's no parabens. It's true lip treatment.
And honestly, it is so truly perfect as a partner to the TSV, because obviously now what you're seeing on lips and cheeks is that slight bump up that completely gives life to the face. Yeah. You're not choosing shades. My mom is obsessed with Je ne sais quoi, the lip. You're not choosing shade here because Je ne sais quoi is naturally, perfectly the shade for everyone, regardless of skin tone or age. And I also want to call out here, as you see lips, Je ne sais quoi, so popular as it is. Can we talk about in a second how best to use the Hombre Palette? Like to explain the ombre and coloration to the palette, and do you do one sweep? What's the story?
Okay, so Alicia's gonna show you live. Do you see how the palette ombre is from matte to radiance?
Correct.
It starts matte. Now, if you only wanna use the matte side, take that brush, because it's gonna do all the work for you, and just dip it into the matte side. If you want a matte flush of color, that perfect pink, that's all you do. Now, if you're like, well, I want brightening and I want color, I want everything and I want it all at once, you take your brush, swirl it into the compact, you can't mess it up, and the brush does all the work for you. You just smile and sweep it along the apples of your cheeks. There's no talc, so it never looks dry and chalky. It never grabs to your foundation and gets streaky. And of course, the lip color is everything.
Everything. Can I say the brush? The brush is pretty much the cost of the whole collection. That's how we do an event day and an event price. The brush is $34. Won an Allure Magazine Award for Best Blush Brush. I own it, I love it. You're looking at Cheryl. The brush is $34. The entire collection with the full-size blush and lip is $36 and change. Backwards math, always love that. How quickly does the color change? Like as soon as you swipe it on?
As soon as you put it on and you press your lips together, it's instantly going to flush to the softest, lightest, flattering shade of pink.
Oh,
and there's real silk.
flattering.
So if you have pores that eat your blush, this is actually going to blur them away from view and your color is going to last.
Well, God bless you. So what's going on? We have, we're half an hour plus into this show. We have still a couple things to go. I am major crushing on the grand finale item because I hate my brows, and the only brow product that I use is from IT Cosmetics. So here's a little sneaky peeky. It started out by the fact that they invented the original universal one shade fits all